Hello there, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Sammy, and I'm here to offer a unique perspective about everything that's currently going on in our world. There is just so much conflict and turmoil and circumstances that I myself fully can't even come to terms with, if I'm being honest with you. I just feel like there's sort of this void about what morally good or religious people should be doing to use their beliefs to advocate for anti racism. I'm not necessarily blaming anybody for this particular void because although racism has occurred throughout all of history, whether we like to admit it or not, this is the first time, at least in my lifetime, in my social circle, that people of all races are being encouraged to come together, take a stand, and make a difference. Just so you know a little bit more about me, I am born and raised Catholic, but before you even think about exiting out of this video upon hearing that, please just give me a few more moments of your time. My Catholic faith is very important in all that I say and do, and it has been since I can remember. And this issue of racism is really hitting me personally and emotionally because I have people in my family that are of color, my niece, my brother in law, my cousins. And so I've really been struggling and asking God for ways that I can advocate for these very important people in my life and many other people throughout this entire nation in a way that not only aligns with what the world is wanting and expecting of me to do, but also with what Christ Himself is calling me to do. And so, over the past few weeks, I have been working diligently to educate myself on the topic of racism as a whole and really just find ways that faith can be used to interweave with that and prevent this issue from growing in the current world. And so, searching the internet's a really hard thing, right? It's like some things are fact and some are fiction, and it's hard to determine which one's which. And then by the time you've even like found something that's at least kind of reliable looking, you're almost like exhausted because you spent so long trying to determine if it was or not. Well, I put together this series because I kind of already did that annoying part of like searching for the validity and reliability of everything. And I put everything that I found to be really beneficial into one PowerPoint presentation, just so that if you are ready to educate yourself and don't quite know where to start, which is exactly where I was a few weeks ago, just not really knowing where to go with it, but knowing that it's important and it's bad and I want to make a difference, then this is for you. There is a link to that PowerPoint in the bio of this video. So I highly encourage you to download that and follow along with this video series. And even if you choose not to, please just utilize those resources that I have stumbled upon and put into one place because this is just such an important time in our world. And we all really do need to come together and show that Christ still is in the heart of everything, whether it looks like it right now or not. And starting with these certain documents and articles and songs and resources, etc. It's like that is how we can begin doing this. This is not the only way to do it, but this is just recommendations for people who are looking for a starting point. When I told people that I was doing this idea, I got so many questions of, well, why are you doing a video and not just another Facebook post? Because I have been posting on my Facebook about this. And there are a few reasons why I intentionally chose to use this video platform. And I think it will be rewarding. And I hope that anybody who watches it finds it to be the same. The first is that things seem so much more real when someone says them out loud versus when I'm reading them. It's like I can read something and then just keep scrolling. And if I don't like it or it makes me uncomfortable, I can almost just kind of pretend like it didn't happen. Well, by me saying this out loud and acknowledging these feelings, I'm allowing myself and other people watching to really just confront those uncomfortable emotions and then channel them into a healthy way to release them into an outlet that can help us and the world around us to be a better place. And I just feel like that can be really helpful and just to get to know the person who's saying these things to you instead of just seeing the words. You can hear my voice and see my face, and hopefully that'll just kind of shed some light on the situation too. I also just I'm going to be honest, I hate social media. I think it's so frustrating that I spend so much time coming up with these perfect posts and perfect pictures, and I just portray myself as some fabulous person who's totally put together and has nothing wrong, when really that is just not true at all. And so I just feel like by doing a video, it allows that vulnerability to come out more, whether that's in me or anybody that I'm discussing in the videos. And so I just think that if I were to try to do this on Facebook in a long post, I have so much that I would want to say about this topic that literally I think like Facebook or any other media platform would like explode because the character limit would be beat. But also just because it wouldn't be engaging to read all of it. And so I thought that doing a video, this face-to-face interaction would be more of an engaging way to remind people that there is a person behind those words and there are people behind these actions, and we can use our words and voices and actions to just really help this cause in a positive manner rather than a negative. But before we get started with this mini series, I do just want to say a few disclaimers. So, first, as you can probably already kind of tell, I have a very bubbly and upbeat personality. And that can be really good because it shows my passion and my motivation, and hopefully can encourage you to have those things and do the same and impact the world around you. But my bubbly personality, like, it might not come in handy as much because I get really uncomfortable when I have to talk about serious things. I actually hate it. This is kind of really new for me, of like saying things seriously and not adding some really light joke afterwards or cracking the smile or somehow making it lighthearted when really it is a dark situation. And so I am just going to try my very hardest throughout this entire time to show how important this is to me and many other people in this country. And I sincerely apologize if at any point my lighthearted demeanor at times does interfere with the message, because I am in no way laughing or mocking this cause. I find it to be so important and needed right now. And so I just really hope that the way that I deliver my words can justify that statement. Another quick disclaimer is that I am not a person of color, as you can tell. And so I haven't lived their experiences. I may not have the fullest understanding of what they encounter every single day and how they feel about those things that happen, you know? And so I don't want you to stop here. I have taken quite a bit of time to find all these resources, and I feel like I have definitely educated myself more and more as time has gone on, but I am in no way perfect, and we all can continue to keep growing. So please just, again, like I've mentioned, use this as a starting point and not a stopping point. Just continue utilizing other resources as well, but I hope that these videos are very beneficial for everybody who chooses to watch them. Another disclaimer, just real quick. I know that I'm not going to please everybody with what I'm saying. That's just inevitable. I can't win everyone over, you know? And so I just really hope that if you comment or ask a question on this, you know, it's coming from a place of love and a desire to growth. You're welcome to disagree with me. You know, this is just my opinions, and yes, I am backing them up with faith and researched evidence, but at the end of the day, this is what I believe to be true, and that doesn't mean that you have to believe everything I say to be true as well. So feel free to comment and express anything, whether it agrees with what I say or it disagrees, or challenges or questions, because I myself, like I just said, am trying to grow too. So if you have any insight or light on the situation that I haven't yet considered, please, by all means, like, reveal that to me and to anybody else that might be viewing the comment section as well. But if I sense that anybody is just trying to start a debate or a quarrel and just add even more darkness than is already in our current world, that frustrates me. And those comments will be deleted. But this is a safe and loving and friendly environment where we all are just trying to learn and grow. So let's just keep it that way, please. So yeah, thank you for listening to this not so brief introduction. I hope you are already feeling encouraged to just delve right into these videos and any other resources so that we can continue to fight for this very important cause. I hope that everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy during these crazy times. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.